A Pretoria-based pathologist, Professor Gert Seyman, has discredited an autopsy report by Dr Enock Prabakhar in a case in which Lapologang Morolong is on trial for the murder of his father, Kgabosetso Mosielele. The incident happened in Molapowabojang in October 2008. It is said that the duo had an argument and Morolong struck Mosielele with a stick on the forehead and he fell. He was then taken to Athlone Hospital in Lobatse and later to Princess Marina Hospital, where he died 10 days later. Professor Seyman said the pathologist failed to observe basic things, and as such, his report was below international standards. According to Professor Seyman, the first thing that Dr Prabakhar failed to observe were the external features of the deceased, such as scars, the color of his hair, the body size, the height, and other features. He said this is a basic practice to identify the deceased. Secondly, he said the pathologist failed to weigh his internal organs such as the brain, the lungs, the heart and others, which would give an idea of what state was the deceased when he died. Thirdly, he said the pathologist failed to record the medical treatment that the deceased underwent when he was hospitalized, and that he did not indicate whether the deceased was put on drips or oxygen pipes prior to his demise, adding that this information was crucial. In addition, the report did not state the internal injuries of the deceased, including the brain, which was blood-stained. He said the pathologist examined the lungs of the deceased with a naked eye, which did not give him full information needed to make any conclusion. Professor Seyman says during his 40-year career, he has examined around 20,000 brains, that is equivalent to half of the National Stadium, and has also done thousands of autopsies in Botswana, but has never encountered such a shoddy job. Another thing that disturbed him was that the pathologist expressed his opinion on his findings, something he said was unprofessional. He stated that the main objective of an autopsy report is to assist legal proceedings and should be as objective as possible and to be easily understood by another pathologist. Meanwhile, Morolong has denied striking the deceased with a stick, while his mother, also wife of the deceased, confirmed that he hit the deceased after an argument. The prosecutor, Rahim Khan, however, demanded to know whether the injuries on the forehead were consistent with that to be caused by a blunt object strike, which the expert confirmed. Professor Seyman said there is an element of medical negligence that could have caused the death of Mosielele. He argued that the deceased was able to walk and talk after the alleged hitting, even when he was in hospital. He said his injuries were not life-threatening, but it is a mystery that he ended up losing his life. Professor Seyman was called by the defense to give his opinion on the pathologist's report. Pamepit Gaborone.